one of the most important parts of day 5 is this wonderful bakery coffee shop here in Lowri, which is only about 5 miles from the start of today's stage. But interacting with communities and coming to towns like this is what the Dragon's Back Race is all about. You've got the mountains, but you've got towns, you've got people. It's all part of the journey as they make their way down onto those big mountains in the Brecon Beacons.
It's third breakfast, I think. Hot sausage rolls and coffee, you can't say no to that, can you? I think get today out of the way. Long day. Yesterday was hard, so yeah. Feet are feeling better than I was expecting today, so I think it should be okay. And then last day tomorrow.
Day 5 on the Montane Dragon's Back Race, and we're up here on Van Brecon, one of the big climbs of the day, the first one as they start to head on out on this monster stage. And the dragon is not letting the runners through lightly. She's rearing her tail because it's a little bit windy and damp up here, Lowri.
Yeah, it certainly is. On the penultimate stage, these runners can't afford to lose their concentration. They can't get too excited about that finish line because the terrain today is ever so slick. It's slippy out there with obstacles hidden everywhere. They can trip up quite easily on these mountains today, so they need to keep their concentration and not lose focus.
I've been in these low points before when I've done 100-mile races, you know, where you're running. The first one I did, I was running for 40 hours, you know, and you just sort of, I'm very good at sort of having conversations with myself. You know, I'm walking along, I don't tend to have music on, I'm just walking along in the quiet, and I just sort of, I don't know if you go into the zone or you just sort of go into your own mind, and I'm just talking to myself, you know, that kind of thing, and just trying to get out the other side.
How hard is it, can I say, knowing that your house is just across the mountain there and knowing that you've still got to make it all the way down to Cardiff?
I had those battles on day 1 and day 2, yes. I thought, not a long drive away. I thought, oh, you know, when you know you're out, you think, oh, am I going to go? But you just keep going, keep going.
Croeso i'r Banner Brycheiniog. Welcome to the Brecon Beacons, my local training ground, and we're here at the foot of Pen y Fan, the top or the head of the beacons. And look, the sun has come out to meet us, and hello.
Well done.
Well done. I'm Danny.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm Danny. Yeah, and look, they're all smiling, but they're smiling through gritty teeth. Everything is hurting now.
It definitely is, and we've seen some suffering in that point there in Story Arms. But of course, what we have got on here is a race.
Oh, fantastic.
And in the men's race, Simon Roberts has just left through here, and a little bit of tendinitis maybe, but absolutely flying through today's stage, eating into that deficit of 1 hour that he has behind Chris Cope, who we think is having quite a bad day.
He's feeling it, isn't he?
He's feeling it, and of course James Noble's still plodding on, but doing a really good job, and you know, consolidating his place on that podium.
Lisa Watson in the women's race, flying again. She's running with a good crowd of guys, all motivating each other. But she says she's running on empty as well. And then you've got Bridget Glaister, who's in second position. 40 minutes last night between her and Victoria Morris, so that might be an interesting race later on. But you know, it's all about the mind now, the extra 2 inches at the top of the head, because after all, they've run so many miles. There's nothing left there. It's the mind carrying the body now.
It is, and we'll see what happens as they head onto the vans and up over to Talabont-on-Usk and the finish of day 5 on the Dragon's Back race.
Yeah, I got 10 tomatoes.
So here we are, Simon Roberts now into the water stop here at the Story Arms before heading up onto Penavan. He's got his family here, he's on home turf, he's absolutely flying, and as he heads up, this race is absolutely on.
Felt better, but nearly there. Yeah, that middle section's really hard. It's annoying because I really like that terrain, but I'm just a bit empty. We'll get there though.
Best day so far, honestly. Beacons this afternoon were just spot on. It's like home ground, you know.
Looking forward to getting to the finish tomorrow.
Oh yeah, but honestly that was just the best day. Best day so far.
Well done.
Thank you.
Croeso nôl I chi I ras cefn y ddraig. Diwedd y 5 diwrnod sy'n golygu mai dim ond 1 diwrnod sy'n ôl. I've just said, welcome back to the Dragon's Back race. 5 days down and 1 day left of the world's toughest mountain race. And what a day it's been.
It has been a day of high drama on the high mountains here in South Wales on the Brecon Beacons. This morning, Chris Cope heading out with a healthy lead over Simon Roberts. However, everything went wrong. Unfortunately for Chris, he's had a tough day out there, losing 2 hours. However, Simon Roberts, who leapfrogged into the lead, also had a dramatic day, going into the lead, up onto the Brecon Beacons, and unfortunately hasn't made it through here to camp. However, James Nobles has leapfrogged them all and become the new leader of the Dragon's Back race.
Yeah, he's been consistent, hasn't he? Someone else who has been consistent and who has dominated the women's race is Lisa Watson. She's 6 overall, 15 or so minutes behind the 5th position. Can she make up that position tomorrow? We'll wait and see. Bridget Glaister is in 2nd position with Victoria Morris still in 3rd.
Yeah, but it has been a really tough day out there for every single one of the Dragons.
Yeah, mentally and physically.
Mentally and physically. However, they are all making it down now into Talabont-on-Usk for tomorrow's sprint into Cardiff.
Yeah, let's hope the weather is slightly better. We had a mixed bag today, didn't we? But I'm sure it'll be glorious on their way down to Cardiff tomorrow.
We shall see tomorrow for the final day, day 6 of the Montane Dragon's Back race.
Hwyl fawr.